and joyfully bring you a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 in pleasure for this time of the year. It's a lot of seasonal events that go on around about Christmas, specifically the oh god, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the Christmas time event. I'll remember it in just a second. I'm sorry, guys. It's the early hours of the morning. I'm actually trying to sit down and get through a couple of extra wee bits and pieces of video to actually have up for Christmas for you guys to enjoy. But specifically, this is going to be two seasonal events that have actually been part of the last month of December for this time of year for Eorzea. One of them is a keyover event from Final Fantasy XI, which sadly is actually reaching its tail end of its service at the moment. It's been going on for so many years. I used to play Final Fantasy XI up as far as Rise of Zillarth back in the day. Originally was meant to play it on the PS2 and missed out the opportunity to play it on the PS2 due to the changeover from having hard drives and the fat PS2 to the PS Slim, and I never got a chance to play the game properly. I still to this day play with the PS2 keyboard that I got whenever I hook it up to the PC, and I use that for all my communications whenever I'm chatting to people. But I never got to play it on the console, and I think my only other experience with it with Final Fantasy XI, I was on PC for about 6 months, and then I think it was a couple of months on the Xbox 360. But yeah, that was well back in the day. Well back. Vanadale. It was a very interesting place back then. But the story has continued on over the years, and they have a kind of like not a finale story that's going on, but this is actually kind of a tie-in story for one of the characters from Final Fantasy XI has appeared in Final Fantasy 14 for a short period of time. This character, Iroha, as you can see in front of me. I already started the chain of this in a previous video. What happened was I was in the middle of actually running the quest chain, and maintenance time came up and stopped me from being able to finish the video right, or finish the action chain right then and there. So what I'm going to do is finish off the second half of this mission event of A Journey to Remember. And then I'm going to switch across and do the Starlight Bell quest, which is the actual Christmas event for this year. So because I have limited time to get these done before Christmas, I'm going to hammer through them as fast as I can. So welcome to the quest, and join me as we continue to search through and help this girl remember who she is. I haven't really looked into the actual storyline that was going on in Final Fantasy XI recently, so I suppose if anybody feels like filling me in on the chat, work away. I don't know anybody who plays 11 anymore, and I just haven't been in touch with people who played the game for the last few years. I kept it alive, I suppose, even while this was still actually only going. Alright. Thank you for once again aiding my training. To witness such majesty and grace on the battlefield is truly inspiring. It served as a wonderful lesson in combat. Check out this item. So, weird stones have been dropping whenever I've completed parts of this that seem to give her flashbacks to Vanadale. Oh, you find yet another strange stone. Yes, it irradiates with a warmth much like the last, but the color is... Wait, do you hear that? The sound of one hand clapping. Oh my. Dangerous creatures abound. A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together, and we were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. But what business would I, a lowly student, have undertaking such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You've brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within. After speaking with a few more of the patrons here arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills, the Sagoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands, they say. Its strength is impossible to gauge, so as no one lives to tell its great might. Or tell of its great might. But together I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take hard-earned rest in Uldal. Oh well, perfect. That is fantastic, because I need to go to Uldal as part of the Starlight quest. Well timed. Okay, so let's take a look where this location is. So inside Thanalan. Thanalan. Come on, there we go. So, time to go to Forgotten Springs. A quick little jump to there. And we'll be almost ready. Bring it on! The one there for some reason was actually not letting me change those. Okay, let's go and run and do this quest. Bam! So the problem is with it actually being a level 30 quest for this event. The convenient thing is it's going to give me a set of level 30 gear that I can use with my level... What? Dune Angler? That's... Don't recognize that symbol next to the creature. Huh. Either way, it'll probably give me level 30 gear that I can use whenever I'm leveling up my other classes, because it'll probably be a war, oh god, a Discipline of War costume, so I can use it for that rather than actually be using it for using the Guardian robes that I have left over from the Final Fantasy 13 event sitting in my pocket. But hopefully that'll do the job for the time. I do have to start leveling up my other classes in this. I really only have done one. Just because I haven't spent enough time really invested in Final Fantasy 14 over the last while. It's a little bit disappointing that I haven't actually gotten to rock out on the end game content quite as much as I wanted to, but hell, that's what happens. Life gets in the way. So that's why I come back for these events, just so I can really enjoy them. Because it gives me a reason to come back to this world, which I do find really enjoyable. I find it a bit odd that this place is... I am standing right smack dab in the middle of this event, and I don't see myself. Okay. Oh, wait. Hang on. I've actually done this event whenever I was wandering around here for another reason altogether. Huh. Look over there, could it be? Yes, it is, definitely. Come on, let me attack the damn thing. Am I waiting for you to arrive? Come on. Yeah. Good. So you attack it so I can start attacking the damn thing. Die, you son of a bitch. Yeah, come on after me. Oh, you fuck. Get the fuck out. Oh, you paralyzed me? Son of a bitch. Cheeky bastard. Die. Oh, you're getting hurt now. Wow, Skull Sun Eater is actually taking a beating. And he's almost down, folks. Well, thank you very much, Agami. That's nice of you. Thank you very much. So, we need to go to AUDIBLE, which is great because I needed to go there anyway for another mission altogether. Okay, so we continue on our quest to AUDIBLE. Which also means I get to start the Starlight Bell quest line. So I suppose, I mean, I was intending to do these all as a single video altogether. So I may as well do both as it was. I'll go and talk to her first because I'm sure that'll actually tell me where I need to go next. And the Starlight Bell probably won't end here. It'll probably send me back to Limsa Lamunsa. The quest continues. Aww. I do like the Starlight Bell storyline. It's just, I like the music that they use for this. It's actually quite sweet. Hey, Harvey. You're Britain Longbow? So is that supposed to impress me, or... Oh, you must be the last Banfield mentioned. Well, the last Banfield mentioned. Alright, the last. Well, your timing couldn't be better. I just removed the bell's clapper, you see, and was surprised at how light it was. When I took a closer look, I realized that its metal had been eaten away by rust, which explains why no amount of justing or oiling could give the bell a satisfying clang. Problem is, I haven't the slightest idea of how to forge a new one. That's a job for a smithy, not a goldsmith. I suppose we just have to ask around and see what we can find. There's smithies in Limsa Lamunsa. Do you know anyone who could craft an iron clapper? Get your hands on one, and I'll tell Banfield to dig a bit deeper for your reward. Meanwhile, I'll try my luck with the local merchants. Can be crafted using blacksmithing or purchased from the market boards. Alright, so I could either use my blacksmithing skills or buy an iron clapper. I think I'll just buy an iron clapper. It's a bit of a cheap move to make, but I'm just going to do that, just to save myself the bother. Is there a market board anywhere near here? Oh shit, that's right, Crystal Braves. Okay, see, alright. Oh wow. Okay, so I was wondering if actually like shit would hit the fan if I spoke to Crystal Brave, because spoilers wise, I'm actually on to the Heavensward storyline now, so shit has hit the fan here in Oldal, so I shouldn't really be here storyline wise. Where is near shopping district? So I need Emerald Avenue. That's where I want. Oh, good grief. Come on. Run a little bit faster. Wait, is this actually where I want to be going? I want to be leaving... Steps of Thal, that's essentially where I want to be going. So if I go this way... And also, where the hell is... Iroha? Oh, okay. So I should actually probably do both of those while I'm here. Before I wander off and start looking for that clapper. Yay! Jumpy, 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 jumpy. Run into the place. Yeah, so I wasn't really paying attention. There was actually, like, because that was there. I actually didn't... I thought that was the one that was actually in this area. Here it is in here. Aruha. There you are. There are no words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary circuit. If not for you, it would have been one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting. And nah, there's always somebody hanging around in the middle of the desert. So what do we find inside this stone? It looks so weird that she's just looking at the palm of her hand. Another stone, yes. It comes to me now. A mortal struggle. Forbidden magics uttered in a final bid for salvation. Sounds like the origin of a realm return, or realm reborn. Did they summon Fenrir or someone? It all makes sense now. The pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventurers. It was not my life that I recall, but rather the tales of the great hero I mistook as myself. Of a great hero? Oh, okay, so he's talking about the players from 11. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within the stone have removed it all doubt. They're of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. And I remember my home, Vanadil. It's not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. Yeah, but 3 generations declined backwards. My true memories return to me now, and it's all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe I now understand how to wield Amatsu Kyori. It should not be long before my path home is clear to me as well. But first I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is a perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I've learned today. Today is the day I wield the power of Amatsu Kiyori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Limsa Lominsa. Okay, perfect. So we finish here. We fight in that place, and then we go to Limsa Lominsa. Cool. Okay, so I need to go shopping. Steps of Uldal. This will do the job. It'll get me there quicker. Oh no, not Steps of Thal. Is it Steps of Thal I want to go to? Oh, crap. Yay! I did get the right place. Sweet. So as you can see. And there should be a market board right here. Right. Sweet. So we're looking for an iron clapper. Iron clapper, iron clapper. Oh, whoops. Dee diddly dee dee diddly dee dee diddly dee diddly dee dee diddly dee dee diddly dee dee diddly dee. Search. Oh no! I don't like the fact that it inverts the select and close. Yay! Thank you very much. Cheapest one is... yeah, I grab one of those. Is there a high quality one? No. Alright, cool. I'm glad that actually hasn't gone, oh, it isn't too stupidly high in price. Because otherwise it would have been a little bit of disappointment that it would have been cheaper for me to make it. But it saved me the bother because I'm assuming a lot of people were kind of going like, yeah, this is kind of needed for like a seasonal quest event. Let's not mess with people over it. And I need to bring the map up again and see where he is. Good grief. Yep, so if I just go back in this way. No? Where did I get lost there? Like, literally, how did I get lost just coming into the steps of Nald? Okay, that should hopefully bring me back. So I was on the steps of Thal, went to steps of Nald. That's where I need to be. Yep, there we go. Oh, good grief. Come on, move. There we go. Herbie! Let's get this thing fixed. So, none of my usual merchant contracts seem to deal in bell parts. I wonder if it's too late to commission a blacksmith. There you go, you lazy son of a bitch. Here's an iron clapper for you. You brought me a clapper? Clap on, clap off. It's a clapper. But where did you... never mind. Let's attach it to the signal bell right away. Okay. I assure you it's the highest of quality clappers. It's the cheapest and most brilliant one I could find in the marketplace. Wow, I love this automated bell system that they have. It's brilliant. Well, it certainly sounds like a bell now, doesn't it? It's just that this melody is rather... can I be reading the music wrong? Cool! Black Christmas clothes! You there, what was that song you were playing on the bell? Well, it isn't one of the Saints' Little Helpers. That was a tune we were taught by the Knights of Ishgard. We're attempting to reenact an old tradition from this year's Starlight celebration, you see. It was once a signal bell for an Ishgardian barracks, but we've only just restored it to working order. As you may have noticed, however, the melody isn't quite festive enough. Let me ask you a question, lad. What exactly are you ringing this bell for? Why, to make this year's Starlight celebration a resounding success, of course. The Adventurers Guild has spent a veritable fortune on festival preparations, and failure is simply unacceptable. I knew it. And what is the Starlight celebration supposed to be for then? Is it for the prestige of the Bloody Adventurers Guild? Or is it for the happiness of young'uns all across where yours there?
That is to say,
Now, I'm barely half an artisan myself, but even I can see that you've done a nice job of restoring the old signal bell to its original state. But maybe you've let yourself get away by your desire to resurrect the past. Over the years, the Starlight celebration has grown into a festival with the sole purpose of bringing joy to children. Maybe this bell-ringing custom of yours needs some adjustment. It needs some adjustment as well to match the era into which it's being reborn.
You're absolutely right. Somewhere along the way, we lost sight of the true meaning of the celebration.
The spectacle became more important than the happiness it was intended to create.
But that ends right here. We'll turn this prideful mess into a joyous festival. It was meant to be, somehow.
A little help, little helper? You silly oaf. Must I do all the thinking for you? All you need to do is take the tired old melody and add a little magic. Make of it a spell which enchants the ears and brings a smile to a young'un's face. You there, lend this dolt a hand if he needs to be.
Add a little magic to the melody. I think I understand. But we need someone as can make it more festive without completely overshadowing the original tune. And I know just the man to do it. Sehernots. Sehernots is a composer for a famous orchestra, and they're in Gridania right now for the celebrations. Take the bell and the sheet music to him and see if he's willing to come up with a new arrangement for the song. I will head back to Brandfeld, and we'll figure out how to include more younglings in the audience. Contacting all the orphanages in the realm and inviting them to Limsa Lominsa for the performance should make for a good start. To the hells with the budget.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to crouch and take this bell with me.
Okie dokie. And that's done. Let's go to...
Oh, excuse me.
Let's go and take part in this fete. Where is it? It's in Laneska. It's in Upper Laneska. It is near the Wanderer's Palace. All right.
To Browns Lake.
And
we fly.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. What the hell is this? Oh, wow, that's a Scholar's level 50 mission. That's the one versus the Tombury. I completely forgot about that. Yes. On your guard for dark presence? Okay. Wow. Holy shit, that's a big fucking thing. Shit. Fucking Salamander picked a fight for no apparent reason. We're not doing any damage to it here, guys. Okay, fuck this. There's too many things that are popping up that are attacking for no apparent reason. Get out of the goddamn way, you son of a bitch. Spotter, get out of the way. Come on. Die, you son of a bitch. I hate the fact that I don't actually have all my spells to use. It'd be nice to actually have something that actually allowed me to do like AoE on top of this guy. Wow. It's actually got a fairly large amount of health. I'm sorry, oh, this must be, oh Christ, what am I thinking? It's actually part of the quest. No wonder. See, I have to kill this before I can kill the Dread Dragon. Alright. Come on, die, you son of a bitch. Oh wow, I need health, I need health, I need health, I need health, I need health. Come on. Die, you prick. Wait, where is my... Oh, man. That's what's wrong. I haven't actually got my bloody summon out. Oh, good grief. Okay, now we're making proper progress. Good grief, it was taking so long to get this bloody thing done. Die, 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 come on. Go down. Almost there. Power, it fills me. Fills you with what? Okay, the power of Amatsu Kiori. Use it. Come, Britain, it begins. Yep. Oh, wow. Cool. Now we can fight this thing. Stay down, you son of a bitch. Ah, it's gonna be a lot easier now. I can actually hurt the damn thing. You coming after me, are you? Alright, big man. You go ahead. You're going down, you prick. Take your tick damage and fall, son of a bitch.
Gonna take this dread dragon down. He's almost there. Come on, fall apart, fall apart, fall apart. Collapse into the bony mess that you are. Almost there. Almost there. Boom. Okay. Well, let's get ourselves down to Limsa then. Boom. Teleporty good times. Fantastic. See, it's these seasonal events as well. I just realized that they don't really have, as they are a question, they don't really have like monetary rewards in between each of the missions. So if you do it the way I'm doing it, running from place to place like this, just constantly kind of like dropping money on teleports, it's a good way for the game to kind of like eat some money from people, because it costs you probably like a couple of thousand just to do it, and then you have to find items as well. So, and of course people can make that money back by making iron clappers. So either way, none of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. To think I could have forgotten a mission so vital. My resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vanadil. Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled, but fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was allowed to travel back in time to escape the past before the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew that tragedy could be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I am still forgetting something else important, something that happened to Master. Suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, might we go and speak with Remumu? Remumu. If not for her insistence, I would have been bereft of your assistance. It would be rude not to extend thanks to her as well. Okay. Going to the Adventurers Guild then? I'm just checking to make sure that is the right place. Yeah, it is. Adventurers Guild. Aye. Knew it was. So, Adventurers Guild is this way. No, it's not this way. Shit. Adventurers Guild, Adventurers Guild, Adventurers Guild, Adventurers Guild. It's upstairs. Wait, who's that? Oh, Skywatcher. I was wondering there for a second. Yeah, this is the quickest way there. Is it? Pretty sure this is. Other way, it's just running towards the Adventurers Guild anyway. Hi, this way. You know, it was actually going the right direction. To the bar, to the bar, to the bar, 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 bar. Drowning wench. The drowning wench. To the bar, to the bar, to the bar for celebrations. To the wench. To the wench, salty, salty wench. Hey, hey. Iroha told me good news. Her memory is, for the most part, restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd be still swinging at crabs along on the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my story. Well, about what you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea?
And the story begins the tale.
And you say you went back in time, trying to save your world? Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness, none save for mine, that is. Fate intervened, and I was sent back to the past, to a time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vanadil. That is how I reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle in strange light. When next I awoke, I was here.
To be torn away from Master when I was needed most, my heart feels like it may burst. How awful! You were close then. Master was like family to me, an exceptional warrior besides. I spent my entire life striving to become such a hero and live up to the legends I so fondly remember. So she was like an apprentice that was sent back from the end of time, or the end of the world. So I'm assuming we were the master and trained them. It all began with a stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth many gods. The world entered an age of bliss, that is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vana'diel. It was home of the three great nations, the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastok, and the Federation of Windhurst. Powerful as they were, though, in times of strife they would turn into a single hero, my master. Wow. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance or a spiteful god of destruction, Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. Jesus. That's a fair amount of bosses. So long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of Vana'diel's greatest hero will live on. Man, I missed out on so much content in Final Fantasy XI. Wow. I remember being in Windhurst on the ferry server and just wandering around. It was a good game. It was a good game. It's just 14 to me is a little bit more accessible. It's much more accessible, to be honest. There's little wonder these stories were the first to spring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them, but no matter how many times I asked, you would always... Oh, please, excuse me. For a moment when I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master and I... Yeah, do you know what it is? It's the mind behind the eyes, baby. Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has that effect on people. I realize how ridiculous this seems. Anyone in their right mind would think it of some fanciful dream. But for me, this world is the dream, and now it is time to awaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home, in Vana'diel, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything. A curt head nod. This applies to everything. And away she goes. Does she literally leave her clothes behind her? No. Wait, what? It would seem I am not yet ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess? Maybe. It is by her will, then so it shall be. I vow to work hard every day, to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then, when the time comes, we shall meet again, here, in Eorzea, or perhaps in the waking world. In the waking world? Yeah, whatever. You don't have that much time left, honey. 11 servers are going to go away. There goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. An adventurer from another world, traveling back in time to save her people. Who's going to believe such a silly tale? I leave the fights of fancy to Peter. But for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever that may be. Well, item level 1. Okay, so they're all it's all cosmetic clothes. Boo! I was kind of hoping them actually being decent enough for actually like level 30, because they made me do level 30 missions for it. I got all those items. Heaven 11. Okay. So that's that done. So, back to the Starlight Bell. It was a really nice kind of little narrative to actually go on with for the tail end of her story, but I honestly wish there might have been like one. Well, I suppose that dreaded dragon was actually a close enough boss, but it'd be nice to actually have like one big boss fight that actually kind of like led to her being ready to go back home properly. She just wandered off there. So I mean, wait, does that mean essentially that implies that she's just still wandering around here? All right, that makes sense. Alright, so it's actually going to make me go... Yeah. Here's a Theosite. I'm back to that amphitheater again. If I remember specifically, the amphitheater was the kind of the kickoff point for the last year's event. Was it? I'm almost remembered in my head. See, it's just one of those weird things where literally the last time I actually took part in an event in 14 was last Christmas. And this was before I was streaming regularly, but I did record the content. In fact, do you know what I might do? I might dig out the video footage from that and cut it together for you guys to check out what was last year's event, because I did record it. It's one of the few bits of footage that I actually recorded and then kept whenever I was like moving my gear and moving everything back from moving from one place to another whenever I moved house. So maybe that might be worth a while. So comment and make statements either in the video chat or in the PlayStation chat whether or not you'd want to see that, because it's one of those things where all the footage is there. Jesus, I just realized I'm looking at the amphitheater and it's just been redone. Oh, it's been redone properly for Starlight. Oh. Well, hang on. Let's see what the supplier's got. Since Beard, yep. Buy one of those. Since Cap, buy one of those. And these are for the house. I don't own a house. Well, since I haven't got the rest of my Starlight gear, I'm going to have to wear the gear that I've got. Head? I can just put the beard on. But to be honest, I want the beard and the hat. Yay! That's more like it. So it's so disappointing. I don't know where my actual Starlight robes are, because I had them. I do definitely have the Starlight robes and all. I wouldn't have bought just the tights. So frustrating. It's not presently accepting applicants, so you would kindly... Oh, yes, I have a signal bell for you, sir. Check this out. Do you like my bell? And you would have me rearrange this into a less dreary melody? Melody? Very well, anything for the children. I'm afraid, however, that the signal bell is not a particularly versatile instrument. There's a little even the great Cahernaut can achieve with such a limited musical scale.
Well, let's see what you can do.
Oh, then mayhap the bell is overdue for the gentle touch of innovation. Who is this? Ah! Holy crap! Saint of Nemelia! What's the name? The Manderville. It's one of the Manderville men. The true Manderville man of the world. I overheard your little dilemma. It just so happens that I have some small skill with goldsmithing. If it is extra notes you need, then it is extra notes you shall have. Okay. Have a try, Mr. Manderville. You normally naked lunatic.
It's hammer time!
Crafting miracles is the Manderville, or Starlight way. Go on, you Mandervilling mastermind. A masterpiece to brighten your Starlight day. Did you do it? Yeah! A master craftswork bell.
See how it shines, see how it glimmers, and if it doesn't produce the sweetest of sounds, then I shall eat my Starlight hat.
Oh my. It is so in tune. The richness of the timber is inexplicable. It's Its ringing reverberations will enthrall both adults and younglings alike.
It's an old bell, to be sure, but the restoration work was impeccable. The new clapper, that was your doing? It certainly made my task far simpler than I anticipated.
Well, I'm glad that this humble wandering pilgrim could be of service. Mayhap we shall meet again someday.
No ho 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 ho!
I shall begin work on the new arrangement immediately. The saint's genius has called to my own. And it is done. Pray convey these masterpieces, both the reworked bell and my Starlight melody, to your colleagues in Limsa Lominsa. Your audience shall be enchanted, I assure you.
Why, thank you. Now look at my beard. Mm-hmm. Such a weird beard.
An acceptable result, but not enough flair for my taste. Time to dust off the link pearl and make some calls.
Call the Manderville man!
Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Is this going to actually, are they going to call all the side characters from the side plots? Oh, that'll be really, really fun if it does. Looking forward to it now. No letters for me today? Aww. Oh man, please. No! I don't have any materials. Well, I might have them in storage somewhere. Man. Ah, man. I was just wishing. I know I have materials from previous events. Seasonal event? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. No, that's all. Alright, I'm just checking the list here to see if there's actually any seasonal event gear that I actually do have access to. Because if I've unlocked it quest-wise... Yes, I do! Yeah, that's excellent. Okay, cool. There's my tunic. Ah, fantastic. Feels so much better about that now. So I'm actually going to get properly dressed up for this. Yeah, Lord Yukata. Yeah, that's all. Yukatas and clogs? Huh, didn't realize I had those. Knickers, yukatas. And my eerie clothes! But I'll still have those still floating about somewhere, I'm sure. Right. Ah, man. I'm looking forward to actually dressing up in this now. Right. Boom! And keep the gauntlets if you want. And breeches. And the... Let's go skin. The Guardian Corpse. Where's my... Oh, there's my Starlight boots. Sweet! Do I have a pair of gloves to go with those? Summer ringlets kind of look the best. The summer ringlets are actually the closest to the actual, like, gloves, I suppose. So, yeah.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, one and all! Ho 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 ho!
Yay! Okay, cool. Now we go to Limsa Lominsa. And I feel actually, like, I'm glad I actually thought to check with the Calamity Salvager, because once you have completed quest lists like this, it does allow you to buy back the gear if you've, like, accidentally uncrafted it or done some of it, or you've dropped it to the wayside. So at least now I have it back. I have my dress. I don't, so that implies I don't have the gear from the seasonal event of, as I think it might have been 2 years ago. 2 years ago, seasonal event actually had nicer gear. I had nicer cloaks, the ones that kind of look more like the other character. Meanwhile, this is the stuff from last year's seasonal tunic. Yay! Okay. It looks like the Manderville man already beat me here. It was just for the fact the clothes he's wearing. Britain! Hervey told me I didn't... Okay, I can't remember the voice for this. Was this kind of like a pirate voice, was it? Hervey told me everything about what happened, and I decided to do some extra shopping for the festival while I was waiting for you to get back.
There we go. Now I found the voice that was in.
Ah, so this is a new and improved bell, and a newly acquired arranged melody to boot. You've been more help than I deserved, all things considered. Hervey's tale opened me eyes to what proud clods we'd been. I've already been in contact with the Admiral about cancelling the overblown opening ceremony, and she took more me explanation with good grace. It's time we started thinking with our hearts and not our bleeding corn purses. We throw the best damn Starlight celebration these little ones have ever seen. Thanks to you, we've got oil and bell and the song sorted. Now we just need to do something about the boring oil metal frame. That's actually what brought me here to the markets. I was looking to decorate the bell frame but make it proper part of the festivities. But I'm afraid I've less sense for choosing decorations than a blind Sahagan.
Now I understand why our assistance was required. If our task is to put smiles on little faces, then they shall be the wildest smiles they can possibly be. Still, I have no idea who the voices are.
But you're all guild masters, aren't you?
Surely you jest, good sir. We are merely the saint's little helpers, wandering the land in search of good deeds to perform.
It were the saint himself which sent us on this task, though. Seems you could use a hand with some decorating, eh? Fortunately, we all have a certain amount of experience with such things. You just leave it to us.
I can't get over the beard. This is every time I look, it's just like those eyes looking past the beard.
What in the seven hells just happened? You know, I sent Harvey off on a shopping errand on his own. You don't suppose them little helpers will track him down as well, will they? Let's go check on him, the poor inspecting bugger.
Alright. Let's go shopping. Ugh.
At least I know where he is. La ta ti da, la ta ti dee, ta ta ta, ta ti da, la ta ti da. Okay. That's just the fact I'm running through the town. I'm feeling festive. I don't see anybody else in the festive gear, and I'm a little bit disappointed in that. But I'm probably looking in the wrong place. I'm trying to think where the most popular areas of the server might actually be, or the most populated areas of the server might be this time of year.
I thought this would be the perfect place to pick up something exotic and interesting for the decorations, but there's not to be found.
Britain, what are you doing here?
Oh, don't worry. I'm about to be surrounded by people.
Leave it to an expert in procuring rare ingredients, lad. I've already spoken with the Arbor Master and I secured a box of wonders from distant shores. More guildmasters? You're all in on it!
Guildmasters? Where? I see only little helpers.
You'll not find much when your objective is so hazy. Narrow your focus and consider what it is that your client truly deserves, or desires.
It'd be best if you entrust that bell to us, child. Okay.
Fear not, we'll take care of everything.
Am I dreaming, or was our final task just taken over by the master artisans of 3 different city-states?
I've got... Oh, sorry, that's not... Oh, that was meant to be the middle guys doing the voice.
I've got to see this for myself. Quick, back to the Aft Castle.
There really is no consistency in my voice acting. It's just the fact that I'm just wanting to do weird voices. Alright, to the Aft Castle. I'm having too much fun. It doesn't really matter what the voices are. It's just in fact if you're enjoying them as well.
Almost there. Yeah, Starlight Bell. Okay, so is that us? Do I ring the motherfucking bell? Okay. Ding dong merrily on high, the heaven bells are ringing. Ding dong merrily on high.
By the gods, it's beautiful.
It were amazing. A gang of little helpers came rushing in like the wind and done them bells up pretty afore I could even blink. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
I should have expected not less from the the Saints' Little Helpers. I'll be sure to thank them all. What say ye, Britain? Shall we ring in the celebration? Let's light up the face of every child from here to the harbour.
Alright. Ding! Dun, dun. But come on, play more of the Final Fantasy theme. If you're going to actually have a wee teaser like that, you should actually have the whole, like, have it continue on in the background afterwards.
It's important to preserve the past, but it's the cultured customs that grow and thrive with the passage of time that is truly history's treasures. That's what sings to people's hearts. I'm sure the Ishgods who began this tradition of giving would be pleased with the joy the Starlight celebration continues to bring.
Yay! Right. There we go.
I have to thank you again for all you've done, Britain. You've helped steer us back to the road we ought to have been walking in the first place. Speaking of which, that reporter from the Harbour Herald sent her thanks as well. I promised her a full interview at her earliest convenience. Meanwhile, I've more younglings to delight with the enchanting melody. Mark me words, I'll have the whole bloody realm smiling afore this festival's done.
Ah, good on you, chap. Reindeer antlers, reindeer gloves, reindeer hooves. Reindeers? Really? Okay, guys. Okay. I need to actually get this on a full screen and take a wee quick screenshot. So I'm trying to think of actually how the easiest way to do that is. Hang on, I think I might have solved the problem. I was feeling for there for a second that I might have actually removed the audio and accidentally left myself without a mic for the actual like tail end of this video. But yeah, I found another USB port that I could use. Hopefully nothing needs charging for the next wee while. But it also means that I can use the mouse. Woo! The bigger question is, can I find a key that actually will... No. I think you need to actually get the screen display to come off, and I'm just using a condensed keyboard, so it's not really working very well. Well, I suppose, I mean, for now, if I can just get this at least. It also doesn't help that, yeah, there you go, dude, get out of the way of my screen. Alright, cool. That's actually a screenshot at least I can grab and use. But yeah, that's all the event done. That is the end of the Starlight event for this Christmas. It's not as involved as last year's one. Last year's one actually had a reasonable amount of gathering and searching. You had to come in every single day to find items and unlock them to get all of the prizes that were available, which included Christmas trees and special key events. It was a lot of people found it a pain, because you had to actually spend a lot of time in the housing section of the game, which obviously will probably have a very interesting look to it at this time of year. So I think before we actually sign off for the night on this, I might actually jump on to the housing area and go and see where my guild's, not my guild, but the guild that I'm a members of, house is looking like at this time of year. And if they allow, I might actually try and put up some decorations as well, because I'm sure they already have their Starlight Sentinel up, but I don't know if they have anything else up. But yeah, I think that's actually that's that event done. It's crazy how quick it actually just seems to run through whenever you actually sit down to work on it. It feels a little bit disappointing Mostly because I'm actually still in daylight as well. Like, the darkness always looks so much better with these Christmas decorations. So hopefully the light will drop very quickly in the next wee while so I can actually get that enjoyable experience. Yeah, that's a different... That was someone else altogether that I was looking at. Right, so that's that done and dusted. We'll take a wee quick look. Oh, I need to actually do this first, actually. And repair that stuff. Calamity Salvager. There was something I was meant to do here as well. Can't remember what it was. What was it? Oh, yes! Completely forgot. Feather exchange. Yeah, because I've actually recently got a bunch of chocobo feathers from having somebody join in and join me in Final Fantasy XIV. I'd be willing to actually... I'm looking forward to doing this again. I would love to actually have more people join me on Final Fantasy XIV. I have free copies of the game to give away, not with Heavensward, just of the base game Realm Reborn. So if you know anybody who would actually be interested in checking it out, they should comment and like and make a statement underneath this video. If you are underneath the video and actually leave a comment before Christmas, like in the next 48 hours, I will be drawing a couple of names and giving away free copies of Final Fantasy XIV, because it'd be nice to actually have a bunch of new players come in after Christmas. And if you join now, you'll have your free month of access. Plus there's also of course the currently going free login until New Year's, so even if you didn't get your free month, you'd still be having a full enjoyable experience of getting to play through the game for at least a week before you had to start worrying about paying for it. So yeah, I really want to get my Chocobo Whistle. I really want to get my Neuralink. So yeah, I need more gold feathers. And there's always this other stuff as well. Silver feathers are used for this. I don't even know what silver feathers are for. That's very interesting. Wonder where I get those from. Well, Frost Striker? I think I actually have that. Oh, I have the mitts. Okay, that's kind of cool. Anyway, sorry, I'm mumbling to myself there about other items that are actually available. I'm going to take a quick trial port across to the home ward, and then we are going to be done and dusted for the night. Ah, man, it really is getting close to Christmas. It feels so weird to actually be just waiting for Christmas to happen, you know? It's not one of my most favorite times of year. I just kind of enjoy the moment of it. I enjoy seeing friends and seeing family and doing some things that are just exciting. To kind of just to reconnect with people. I tend to usually send a message out to absolutely everyone I know over Christmas or New Year's. Just you know, like literally like a text message jumped to everybody on my contact list just to say, you know what, I miss you guys and I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Phone changes have been made to housing. Estate sharing is now available with private estates. The brightness of estate lighting can now be adjusted. Estates now access for extended periods of time will automatically demolish and plots of land put back up for sale. Yeah. Exploring missions are now available through the company workshop's flight control panel. These missions will allow you and your company members to explore a remote cluster of islets in the Sea of Clouds known as the Diadem. Okay. Huh. That's a bit odd. So yeah, welcome to my guild's home. You see, you can tell that they've actually been a little bit active. None of this, absolutely none of this was provided by me. They all have their adept hands filled with decorating and dropping so much cool stuff on this piece of land, but none of this is being my involvement, sadly. It feels weird to turn and say like my guild, but this is actually like that. I've only been a member for like since I came back to the game, because my previous guild, essentially no members were left. A lot of people had left, and I'd gotten removed at some point due to the fact that I'd been inactive. So yeah, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful home, and of course, always useful things of having nice little setup of junk mongers and everything else nearby. What's junk monger actually got carried in there? Gardening dyes, catalysts, yeah. And lumber, steel, cloth, and that's all for crafting. Mender. Not in demand. But yeah, take a wee wander upstairs and show you the upstairs of the place. I was honestly hoping that there would be a little bit more of a festive feel to the whole city. Yeah, playing the mini games. I just realized. Oh wow. Starlight cake. So they actually did have a little bit Valentine's cake. A little bit. No. I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat whenever there's actually limited cake left. I'm not gonna use the tea set either. And of course the always ubiquitous and necessary hot tub in every building. I do like the marble gate though. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I might actually go in and take a because I do have private residence in here now, so I probably do have some decoration stuff I could actually put up. Oh wow, purchase private chambers. Yeah, I kind of need to spend money to do that. Sure. Okay, what? Level 50 in a single class? Attained the rank of second lieutenant. Oh, you son of a... See, it's these lieutenant ranks that have actually been putting me off. I still need to go back and do a bunch of monster hunts. I have to actually go and fill my monster hunting manual to get my... Like, everything else is done except for the fact that I missed out a bunch of manuals. Whoa. Wow. This is very new and cool. I'm not allowed to spend company credit. I suppose that makes sense. Oh, suppose that makes sense. Airship projects and stuff. Okay. There must be. Wow, what's this? Sea of clouds. Okay. Current airship condition found insufficient for further exploration. Okay. I'm not allowed to actually send people on voyages. Yeah. Makes sense because I'm only like a junior member. Contribute materials? Oh, okay. So this is what people are actually looking for. If I had any of that, I could give it. Right. So the fabrication station is kind of like all of the group kind of fabrication and putting everything together. Well, anyway, guys, I'm mumbling to myself because I'm a little bit tired, and that was good fun and great times, but we're going to have to call the night as I say goodbye, and thank you very much, and Merry Christmas from Final Fantasy XIV. This has been Ocha Longbow and Durham McGuigan for PasticheofSkin, just giving you a checkout video of the Christmas festive tidings of Final Fantasy XIV this year for the Starlight celebration, and of course the Maiden's Rhapsody. Hope you guys enjoyed the two videos. I will be back again for shortly after Christmas with a lot more videos and a lot more content, and hopefully a little bit more creative stuff that's actually going to take a lot more editing and preparation rather than this gameplay video. It's been really cool chatting to you all, and I hope you have a really good time. Remember, free copies of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn available to people who comment underneath this video. I'm essentially testing this to see if you've been watching all the way to the end. If you haven't been watching to the end, you don't know you're going to get a free copy of the game, so make sure to comment. So have yourselves a really good time. Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you in Eorzea very, very soon. So guys, safe travels, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.